Fill her up.
You're listening to the Gas Digital Network.
Block, 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 you know what time it is. They say life a bit tight tonight, boy, we diving in. We got Zac Amico, red dot, headshot. He the sniper, the Puerto Rican point guard, striking like a viper. LuisAndZac are back, and they came to attack, spilling crack on the track. LuisAndZac are back, yeah, the Sagalow and rattlesnake spit straight facts. LuisAndZac are back, for the baby boy. LuisAndZac are back, for them baby boys. LuisAndZac are back, for them baby boys. LuisAndZac are back, and they making noise.
It's a Wednesday, motherfuckers. We're live right now, gasdigital.com. Thank you guys for being subscribers to the greatest podcast network on the planet. Shannon, I have green in my shirt. A lot of green in my shirt. I think we might be getting rid of the green screen soon. This is too much.
I like it.
I like it too.
It cut out like half my outfit.
Yeah,
I was halfway through my trip here, and Shannon was like, "Please don't wear green."
Yeah, I was.
You had a Christmas tree costume on. You're like,
He's trying to be a leprechaun.
Oh man, this sucks.
you're wearing your Grinch suit.
I'm like,
God damn it, Shannon. Is there another black shirt out there that I can
Maybe
put
a lot
over
of
this? Is it distracting?
I don't think it's a big deal. It just cuts it, makes it black.
I think it looks cool.
I like it.
cooler.
You know what? It
My
looks
mic's
cool.
not on.
Yeah, it is.
Oh,
I hear
can't
you.
hear my phone, son.
Damn. Welcome to the show. Shout out to everyone watching
all the way
live on gasdigital.com. Yeah, we love you guys. You guys are the fucking best fans on the planet. You guys subscribe to the #1 comedy podcast network on the planet for uncensored and ad-free content. If you guys love these shows, go subscribe to gasdigital.com. What are you waiting for? What are you waiting for? There's over 1,000 episodes that are available on demand that aren't available anywhere else in the world. And there's a lot of like N-words. There's a lot of like back in the day, we were letting them fly. Now we pick and choose our N-words.
It's good.
Yes,
You know?
it's very.
Not that we don't.
It's an art.
They have to have a show on the network.
Well, it's
I guess.
become a different. It's a different thing now. Everyone just says the N-word on Twitter. Everyone. It's just not even a.
X's Twitter
it's
is.
not
cooked,
even
dude.
edgy anymore.
It's done.
Twitter's
So if I'm gonna say it, I'm gonna say it when it's actually funny.
Yeah.
When we were saying it back in the day, all willy nilly, then fucking.
Yeah, way back in the day.
Now I use willy nilly.
no one named Willie
in
Nilly.
place of the N-word.
That's what's up.
So yeah, go subscribe. Use that promo code LAZ. Save $1.50 a month. You guys get to be members of the #1 fucking comedy podcast network on the planet. Over 1,000 episodes on demand, not available anywhere else. Plus a bonus Friday show just for subscribers. Incredible show planned. I love the energy in here already. We got lots of fucking fun guests today. You know him and love him from the Beautiful Boys podcast. The great Mike Cannon back on the show.
What's up, buddy?
What's up, kid?
Thanks for having me. My heart is jacked from the pre-pod combo. And
Yeah.
now I know
Nice.
what to expect.
We're going to get into it. Also, you know him and love him from Sag Daddy to Pod. None of these podcasts ever offered as Gas Digital shows, by the way. No, you guys didn't even want to have a conversation. That's okay.
I actually talked to you on the phone, tried to pitch you a podcast. You were out of breath, focusing on something else, and then we never talked about it
Okay,
again.
just follow up with me, baby.
We've also had many conversations. You said, "Do you want to do ass?" I said, "No." We did that about 10 times.
Yeah, that was crazy. It was crazy. How's your Patreon doing, you fucking piece
Pretty
of shit?
good.
How much
Pretty
you make
good, and
how
I
much,
get all that myself.
how much you make per month on Patreon?
1,100 million.
The Patreon pays for the Patreon, so relax.
Yeah. At this point, yes.
And ladies and gentlemen, from the Rock Bottom podcast, the great Ray DeVito back on the show.
What's up?
What's up, kid? I love the hoodie.
Thank you, buddy. I don't get a lot of compliments on it.
Well, you don't get a lot
So
of
I'll take
compliments,
it.
period,
Yeah.
to be honest with you.
Touche.
This looks like in a series, if we were still doing Here's the Scenario, where they just replaced Mike Feeney and didn't tell anybody. You know what I mean? Like when they replaced Aunt Vic and Fresh Prince of Bel-Air.
Aunt Vic?
Is it Aunt Vic?
It's Viv.
Viv. Whatever.
Vic.
There's two of them. Who gives a shit?
Aunt Vic.
Hey, I'm Aunt Vic. I'm your Aunt Vic. I'm the Italian uncle of ants.
Between you and I thought I would be getting a big laugh just by the thought of the premise. I
Just
didn't
the
even
thought,
think
man.
I'd have to bring up Aunt Viv.
It's okay. Yeah, we're riffing. We're riffing and we're raffing. We're having a lot of fun. I am on my third day of my 72-hour fast, and I feel great.
Nice.
I'm not. Yesterday was a problem. Yesterday I was fucking. I was bitchy. I was angry.
Yeah.
My son said to me. My son goes, "You're unpleasant."
So you're not eating anything?
And that was
what are you
weeks
having?
ago. So once the fast started, real kind.
Are you're just drinking water and coffee and stuff?
Yeah, and even I'm trying to limit my coffee.
And you're not eating anything?
Nothing. It'll be.
Well, yeah,
I
'cause
get to
isn't
break
the
in at 10
coffee-
o'clock tonight.
Is the coffee on top of nothing? Because whenever I have coffee on an empty stomach, that like throws me in a dizzy spell. I get all fucked up.
I get like
is that-
anxiety.
Yeah, I'm a little bit fucking nuts right now, but that's okay. I'm gonna be a little wild. I feel so hungry that it feels kind of like I'm high.
Yeah.
Cool.
Like
yeah.
I'm kind of tripping a little bit. Like,
Yeah.
by the way, there's 4 guys in front of me, but I also see like different figures behind you guys like dancing.
Ray turns into a rotisserie chicken.
Yeah, I'm fucking.
I swear.
But tonight, 10 o'clock, I get to break it, so I'm very happy about that. I'm
Not
sure-
Ramadan related, huh?
Not Ramadan
All right.
related, but I do want ramen now that you said Ramadan.
There you go.
What is
Ramen
your first meal?
delicious. I'm going to go to a French restaurant tonight and get a piece of fish, a little bit of soup, some vegetables.
Cheese, man.
Nice and easy.
You
Cheese,
gotta ease
man.
yourself back
Cheese.
into it, or you're gonna hurt his tum tum.
Oh yeah, that's true.
I'm going to Jamaica on Saturday, so I have to then ease my. I looked up on ChatGPT how to prepare my body from going from a 72-hour fast that's ending on Wednesday to going to like hardcore Jamaican spices on Saturday. Oh wow! So I have to tomorrow. I have to eat certain specific things,
A
certain
spoonful
spices.
of turmeric.
Yeah, dude.
Why did you do this? Because you're not smoking weed, but you're gonna in Jamaica.
Oh, I'm
You're
gonna.
not eating spicy or real food until Jamaica.
I'm
like
not drinking. I'm not doing anything.
You're
I'm
gonna
gonna.
be a
Why are you doing
problem.
this to yourself?
Dude, I'm going to die on Saturday. Just so you guys know.
Yeah,
I'm
dude.
gonna. Do you remember? What was the movie with Bill Cosby where he was like he was a spy? It was one of
I
Bill,
Spy.
No.
No, was that I Spy? what
Was it Spy Me a River? Or
No, it was
The spy who.
Leonard Part 5.
Thank you.
Do you remember Leonard Part 5?
No.
Come on, guys. You remember Leonard Part 5?
I know what you're talking about. Yes.
Pull up the trailer for Leonard Part 5. But there's this,
Not the first time we've watched this trailer.
we've watched the trailer on the show. Leonard Part 5. There's the bad guys are vegetarians.
yeah.
And at one point, like Bill Cosby's fighting them with meat. He like throws beef like raw meat at them, and then one of the guys, it doesn't bother him, so he grabs a hot dog. Or no, Bill Cosby has a hot dog, and the guy grabs it and he bites the hot dog. And then as soon as he bites the hot dog, a minute later, his head explodes. And that's gonna be me after I bite into a beef patty. Shannon, you know what? We don't need the trailer. I explained what it was.
Great. That was great.
Yeah.
I actually got a
Leonard
laugh
Part
out
If
of
you
it.
can
too.
find the guy's head exploding from eating the hot dog, we can just have that much.
Okay, it's also Leonard Part 6.
It's Leonard Part 5, Shannon. You don't know how to
not.
read because you're.
Is it a singular movie or a series?
It's a singular movie.
The joke is that it's supposed to be
Gotcha.
well into a series.
Gotcha.
Like he was young and good looking when it started.
Oh, that's fun.
Oh, I like
In
that.
my defense, that's why I thought I Spy. Isn't that an old movie?
I Spy. I don't know.
I Spy was an old series that was made into a movie.
Right here, look. He bites it. Say, this is gonna be me with a beef patty. I just explained this whole thing.
Yep.
That's
There it
me.
is.
There's
Whoa,
me Saturday.
Dust.
Fun
Wow.
movie.
Who you
Fun
bringing
movie.
to Jamaica?
A couple bitches.
Nice, dude.
Shannon, Alex.
Oh, you're going on the gas
Gas
digital
Digital.
retreat.
17 of us.
Oh, nice.
Which, by the way, me and Ralph do this every year. We say if you guys can't afford the flights, because we pay for everything but the flight, so it's
Right.
like $350 for the flights. So we said to everyone this year, we said, like we always do, Shannon, do you know 9 of the 17 people said they couldn't afford the flights?
It seems about right.
It's in fucking fury. The lying
That's what you
scumbag.
get, dude.
There's people that
That's
I know.
what you get.
I know what their paychecks are. These
Yeah.
fucking scumbags.
I pay you barely above the poverty line.
That's not true.
That's on them, though, because next year you're not going to offer that.
No, next year I think we'll just pay for everyone's. At this point, I said, Ralph, we should have just paid for everyone's and get the accolade for being fucking
Yeah.
the shit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But no. First of all, that's a fucking old wives' tale. These producers are paid very well. Why would they stay here as long as they do? Right, Shannon?
I don't know if they have any
Yep.
other skills that would suit them in life.
Yeah.
Anywhere else.
Shannon, don't give me a fucking what the fuck? What is going on with you?
I said
Is Shannon? Can Shannon afford her flight?
Shannon, did you pay for your own flight?
I did not.
You bitch!
Yes, Team Shannon.
I can show you my bank account right now. I'm not lying to you.
You bitch! Shannon has 2 jobs,
the
by the way.
second
She's
in
got
command.
another job.
What does she do?
She's a bartender. Maybe complain to your bar about not tipping you enough.
I haven't been bartending for the past few months.
Oh, that's why. See?
Yeah.
That's it. Why, you been depressed?
It's part of it. It's all part of it. I'm miserable.
I'm miserable. Shut up, Shannon. Grow
You get to
up.
call
Taking
out
that energy
depressed
into
from work.
Jamaica.
Yeah, seriously. First of all, she's trying to not come to
What a
Jamaica.
luxury.
I finally got her to say she's coming to Jamaica. So she's like, I'm too fat. I can't go to Jamaica. I
Me
can't
brain
show
be
my-"
scarred.
So now I talked to her on the phone today. She ordered a bunch of like fat girl clothes.
Me gonna wear t-shirt in the pool.
And now Shannon Shannon, you told me
Me
that
on them suicide things.
the clothing is coming today.
Nobody stared me beef patty.
Yes, I didn't even consider a t-shirt. I may buy a couple big t-shirts.
Yeah.
You didn't
Just wear that
consider
in the pool.
t-shirts?
Well, that's what boys do. I didn't even think of that being a thing.
Like a hot t-shirt, you just fucking bunch it up on the side and make it. You do that. That was what girls in.
Oh, Shannon's gonna have like a t-shirt of Bart Simpson smoking pot.
Shannon, we could stop at like first of all Jamaican women are fat, so we can just stop at the average Jamaican clothing store once we get there and get you some fun Jamaican clothes.
No, when we've gone to places before, though, they have like little bikinis, like tight little dresses.
Yeah. So Shannon bought a couple one pieces. She bought a couple frocks, just some things that are going to cover her body.
Yeah.
So
But
we'll
they
see
come
what
today.
happens. But
She's
then
gonna put
she,
down the
Most of the women in
and
Jamaica
frocks.
prefer 2 pieces, 3 pieces, 4 pieces, and a biscuit.
Shannon, you said no matter what you're coming though, but you'll wear jeans and hoodies. Worst case scenario.
Yes.
Why not just jeans and t-shirts?
I don't know. We got to see.
You just how
Somebody-
fat your arms are? Is it your arms are the problem?
Everything is the problem. So yesterday on my show, actually, someone in the live chat offered me $150 to take my hoodie off and just have a t-shirt, and I refused to
You
do
refuse $150.
Wow.
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 Now,
Maybe if you start
that
taking
could've
those
paid-
deals, you can afford your fucking airline.
Yeah.
Cheap bitch. Jesus Christ.
Yeah, you really aren't maximizing your earning ability.
Right.
Oh, she's maximizing.
Yeah, she's Shannon to the max.
That's what the T-shirt she wears says.
I'm very excited about today's show. A lot to talk about. Do you have beef with me?
Whoa!
No.
Somebody said you have beef with me.
Now,
what is this,
the
Boy
fucking
Meets
Boy
World?
podcast?
Yeah,
You don't understand this world I'm in, like the Dabbleverse type thing. Like,
Don't even mention the Dabbleverse on
it's
the show.
just the
We
Dabbleverse.
are,
But
we
that's
are
just
above
people-
the Dabbleverse.
Yeah,
I'm not,
yes, yeah,
I'm not
yeah.
hating. Like, more power to you guys. I can't bring myself to speak of Stuttering John. This is a psychotic way to
Right,
be.
yeah,
if
yeah.
that is where your life is at,
Yeah.
you need to really reassess where your fucking priorities are. If you speak of Stuttering John ever,
I don't understand.
I agree with that.
I don't get what's going on. Please explain.
You're
all right, you
better
can
off.
give him the elevator pitch
From
of the
Howard Stern.
Dabbleverse.
All right.
Yes.
Essentially, like it's like old Howard Stern. I joined the Shuley Network. They picked up my podcast, and he was a Howard Stern producer.
I bet this
I knew
cocksucker would have gone to
nothing.
the Shuley Network, you fucking
Yeah,
piece of shit.
No, I would
Sagalow.
not have.
I knew nothing.
I would have
about
gone here before, Shuley.
Thank you. Fine. You're saved. One more day.
Yeah, I didn't know it was just
I truly would not.
I just didn't realize it was everyone fucking with each other. Like that's
Right.
the whole premise, and it's like, and it was like, all right. So like I was like, all right.
So
this
now
is
you're a part of that network.
Yeah. So if anyone contacts you, says just ask me.
Okay.
Assume it's bullshit.
Because they said you got real beef with me.
No, I do not
So
have
I'm
a
falling
beef.
for it. This is what happened.
Yeah,
This is what
yeah.
happened to Stuttering John, by the way. He blocked me on everything because somebody said Luis J. Gomez has real beef with you, and he went, "Oh," and he blocked me, and fucking he hates me now.
Yeah.
Damn, dude. Why do they do that?
Oh, but you did mess up the smoking the edible story. I never said it was great shit. I just said it was really sticky.
Sounds like
That's all I
worse.
said.
like
That's
cancer
what I
beef.
said. I gave the heads up. I'm
This
like,
story is.
I don't want to rehash this story 100 times, but I'll give him the quick version of it.
Yeah.
It was hash. Wouldn't be a story.
We were in Cleveland, I believe.
Yeah.
And Ray's like, he's like, "Hey, do you want to go smoke weed? I got weed in my car." And I'm like, "Yeah, I want to smoke weed. I'm me. So let's go smoke weed."
Right.
So his car was very far. Your car was very
yeah.
far.
And by the way, you asked me if I knew anyone that had like, and I got some.
I got some in my car. Sure,
Yeah.
fine,
Okay.
right?
The car was very far, parked outside a bar.
It was right under a star. We go to his car, which was parked very far, underneath a star, right outside of a bar. And
Dr. Seuss is there.
he bought it from a guy named Jafar. And this gives
Don't
me
interrupt me. You want to spar?
gives me, first of all, one of those old metal bowls that you unscrew,
Yeah.
Nice.
like the $7 at
That's
like
how
the
I
gas
carry it.
station.
Sometimes if I'm on my bike in the city, I just put it on my sock.
But those bowls, nobody uses those bowls anymore.
I do.
Everybody who smoked pot after a while realized that they get boiling hot.
Yeah,
after
they
a few
get hot.
hits.
Yeah.
They
And you're
they
just getting
stink.
like you're inhaling some sort of metal.
yeah, it's not good.
yeah, I don't smoke that often. So when I travel, I'll.
You might as well get dementia.
Oh, really?
I would think so, yeah.
So this goes, he's like, "Yeah, I got weed in my car," and I was like, "Sure, let's go to your car." So he hands me the bowl, and he was like, "Yeah, man, this is some really sticky shit." And I was like, "Cool." So I try to go smoke it, and I'm going, I can't get it through. I'm going,
Yeah, it's that
nothing,
sticky icky.
dude. I was like,
That's
how
exactly what I
sticky
said.
is
I'm
this shit? I was like, "God damn it!" So I start poking around, try to move it around a little bit to create some air.
Sure, yeah.
And it gets stuck to my finger. I pull it out. It's a fucking gummy edible.
Yes.
This jackass
Someone
put
gave
a
it to me.
gummy edible.
That is unredeemable.
I don't smoke that.
what?
Like, I don't smoke that often. I rarely
I
do.
mean, no,
You
but
smoke
are
enough to know
you're
the
of
difference
this earth.
between a flower
And
and a gummy
food.
candy?
That's just proof I don't smoke that often.
It
That's
was.
proof of
It
way
was.
more.
I became speechless. In the moment, I was like, "What?" I couldn't imagine that this was happening. I walked so far to this car,
Oh my God.
and then it was a gummy. It was crazy.
If you smoke pot enough to have a bowl in your sock, you should know the difference between a gummy candy and flour.
Yeah, someone.
Because the only redeemable thing would be if it was like when
I'm
they
not
used to
saying
make
it's
the
redeemable.
chocolates that looked like weed.
Yeah, dude, if somebody handed me a syringe, I wouldn't try to light it like a bowl.
Yeah, it's crazy.
Someone just
No,
gave
you
me.
put it in your ass.
Give me a bag of weed, and then there was an edible in it. I didn't know.
Okay.
I don't know. I just thought it was like
No,
a,
no, it's fine. I love you. It's actually an endearing quality. But at the moment, after thinking about how far I walked in the cold fucking air,
Yeah.
Cleveland's cold as fuck in the winter, and then I was like, there was no weed. I was smoking a fucking gummy edible.
Did you at least eat the edible?
No.
It's just a bear with a black
It
foot.
really bothered me.
literally some guy just happened to come by and he goes, "You guys smoking?" And then he sold you some.
Oh, see, there we go.
Literally,
I don't
like,
remember
wow.
anything. My eyes rolled into the back of my head in that moment, and I blacked out. I was like, I don't even know what's happening. I ascended to above my body, and I was watching me and you in your car smoking, being like, what is happening right now?
Oh my
I
God.
couldn't imagine. I couldn't imagine. All right, let's take a quick moment and thank Mando for supporting today's show. We love Mando here at the Lewis and Zach Show. It is total body deodorant. Deodorant is no longer just for your armpits, but you can use deodorant anywhere. You can use it on your ball sack, your grundle, the flaps underneath your stomach, underneath your tits, your feet even, Zach.
You just ran your eyes up and down me. Mando is
I'd run my
clinically-
fingers up and down you now.
Mando is clinically proven to block odor all day and control it for up to 72 hours. And it's baking soda free, paraben free, and comes in a variety of fresh scents that make you feel like you're stepping into a new, fresher version of yourself. And as I've said many times on the program, absolutely love these products, and I'm wearing them right now.
Yeah, whether you choose to use the solid stick deodorant, the aluminum-free spray deodorant, or any other product from their line, Mando genuinely has you covered, literally and figuratively, clinically proven. We got this deal for you guys right now. If you want to try out Mando, which is the best thing to do. Nobody does this. Nobody says, hey, take a starter pack, try it out at a discount, fall in love with it, and if you like it, come back. That's what Mando does. You can get the starter pack for $5 off. That's nearly 40% off their price. It includes a solid stick deodorant. It includes a cream deodorant and then 2 products of your choice, like the mini body wash, which I take on the road with me everywhere, and the deodorant wipes, which I also take on the road with me. Deodorant wipes, you just pull them out. If you on a long car ride or a flight and you don't have time to go back to your hotel or go somewhere and shower, guess what? Use them. I use them on my balls. If I'm going on a date, make sure my balls smell nice and good.
For me, it's the area between my balls and my thigh that needs a real good wipe down.
Yeah, it does. Just go to shopmando.com, shopmando.com, use the promo code LAZ, and that's how they will know that you got sent there by us, and you're going to save 40%, $5 off that starter pack. Promo code LAZ at shopmando.com. All right, where were we? Sorry, it's a beef show, but let's get the beefs out of the way, because there's more stuff to talk about, obviously, on today's show. A lot to talk about on today's show. But
I thought that said 4.
Me too.
I thought
Me
they
too.
wrote 4.
I thought my
on your
Starbucks knew who I
Starbucks
was.
cup.
Anyway, sorry.
That'd be pretty
What were you
sick.
talking about?
so how did you?
I'm hungry. Does anyone have any weed?
Don't be an asshole. I'm starving right now. I wish
Walk into a
somebody-
supermarket. You can get high off of all this stuff. This is crazy.
Put it in the bowl.
How did you?
Crush up a bunch of Oreos, put it in a fucking bowl.
I talked about it on the
I get
regs
so
that,
high,
that,
right?
that Ryan Bruss was
Okay,
talking shit
so
about you.
look, I didn't want to talk about this on the show. I wanted to talk about this privately
We're naming names today
because Coca-Cola doesn't
Naming
mention
names.
Pepsi. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So, so I get a tweet.
Sorry. I hit the real estate thing by accident.
You hit the
But
George.
it was-
You watching George Lopez? Oh my god!
Also, has Coca-Cola mentioned Pepsi?
Not once.
Pepsi's mentioned Coke.
Pepsi has.
Pepsi had a
taste
great
test challenge.
Pepsi had a great ad where they came out with a study and they were like, for every it was something like for every 2 Coke, for every 1 Pepsi bought, 2 Cokes are purchased, and the advertisement was a little kid taking 2 Cokes and stacking them on top of each other and stepping on it to put money in the Pepsi
Great.
machine.
They're great.
Great ads.
They're great.
Great.
A
fucking
minor.
ad. Solid ad.
I will say
but
this.
Pepsi sucks dick.
I'll say this. Feeney said this to me. He went, Coke doesn't mention Pepsi, and I searched for minutes to find a
That would be a credo Feeney fucking
he said that, and I wanted to prove him wrong so bad that I was like, I looked it up, and they don't do it. They don't mention them. So that's how I feel. I wanted to talk about this because, ladies and gentlemen, your hero is impossible to reach by. I have to do this show to talk to you.
ChatGPT says yes. Coca-Cola has mentioned for reference reference Pepsi in multiple ads over the years. Often in a competitive or indirect way. While Coke's advertising generally focuses on its own brand, there have been moments where the rivalry was more direct. The Pepsi Challenge response. In the 1980s, Pepsi ran its famous Pepsi Challenge campaign, where blind taste testers offered preferred Pepsi over Coke. Coca-Cola responded with its ill-fated new Coke formula, which was meant to be a direct response to Pepsi's sweeter taste. They keep copying us. Coke ran a print ad in Germany showing a Coke bottle saying for 100 years, Pepsi has been trying to imitate the taste of Coke. Santa Claus versus Pepsi. In the late 2000s, a Coke ad showed Santa Claus, who has long been associated with Coca-Cola, reaching for a Coke instead of a Pepsi, reinforcing the idea that Coke is a classic choice. McDonald's and Coke partnership, implied digs at Pepsi. It keeps on going.
Wow. So everybody reach out to Feeney.
Tell him he's a bitch. But don't say why. But don't say why. Everyone just tweet at Feeney and post on his Instagram. Sick. Don't say the reason. Just be like, hey, Feeney, you're wrong for that one.
That's a great
Feeney, you're wrong.
You're wrong.
I also love your skepticism initially when you were reading through that they hadn't. Brendan was like, no, my 8 minutes of chubby fingered research.
You didn't go on to ChatGPT?
No, I didn't go to ChatGPT. I didn't know they had that. I used that for joke writing.
All right, so what
I get a tweet, right, from somebody going, which is so annoying because you guys barely talked about it, but someone went, don't worry about that guy that called Lewis about you that I just heard on the regs. So now I have to listen to a 2-hour show.
You're fast forwarding every
all my
2
friends,
minutes
of you guys being like, man, their voices every 2 seconds. I'm like, where's my fucking name? And then
that must be so. I know, dude. The exact feeling of hitting the 15-second button.
Yeah.
Like, yeah. Hey, you know what, Dad? Oh, watch him.
I do that anytime somebody says they mention me on Rogan. That's me going through a 4-hour Rogan episode, trying to find my fucking name. It's the worst.
Yeah, and he goes, you know who's funny? Loris Gomez.
Fuck.
You go, fuck. He didn't even say it. Not even a name. I don't know what I'm talking about. But so I listened to the episode, and it gets to you going, fucking Ryan Broth hit me up about Sagalow. He's pissed. And then someone goes, I think Dan goes, about what?
Wow.
And then Bobby's immediately like, you know what? I like food. Blah, blah, blah. And you guys just go into this whole thing.
Fingered a girl in the 90s.
Yeah,
dude.
you go into this whole fucking thing,
Dude,
and it never
I was
comes back
addicted to alcohol when I was 8.
and it never comes back to it. And I go, okay, well, let me text Lewis. Let's see what this is about. Whatever. I'm like, I think I know what it's about, but let's text Lewis. I text you.
Oh wait, our Spurgeon Caster, great tip right here. Paste the transcript into ChatGPT and then search for your name. Another use for ChatGPT.
Oh,
ChatGPT wins again.
Wow.
ChatGPT for the win.
ChatGPT rules.
Anyway, so I text Lewis. I see that every text I've sent for the last 6 months has not been responded to, which is embarrassing. So you kind of go, oh, there's all this rejection I'm getting.
It's tough when you keep telling people who are like, you're friends with this guy?
Yeah.
Like, I'm friends with this guy.
Right.
And
He's
you
a
back
good
him up,
dude.
and
I
then you go
consider
through
you-
the
I had a
next
family
blow.
member send me a fucking. I had a family member send me a screenshot of a tweet that I liked by you, going, "Why would you like this?" And I had to fucking defend you and go, "He's good."
What was the tweet? What was the tweet?
This was years ago.
No,
but
I really want to know what the tweet was.
It was.
This was one of your willy nillys.
It was something crazy. I bet it was a willy-nilly. I don't remember.
You don't remember.
I don't remember. This was years ago.
That's great.
But it was definitely something like
When you can see what
crazy.
people like.
Yeah.
Now I can like whores tweets. It rules.
Yeah.
Nobody can see it.
Oh, you
So
don't see it anymore.
anyway, so I text you and I go, "What's this Ryan Broth thing?" Above that is, "Hey, do you want to do my podcast? Hey, do you want to do my podcast? Hey,
Hey, are we friends?
Yeah.
That's something I gotta get back to my beef with you. This is
Don't you point
He's got
at me.
beef.
Yes,
He does
yes.
have. He's got beef.
It jogged his memory.
Yes.
Let's do the interesting story first.
Yeah.
I wish Sagalow would jog his memories.
Fuck, dude. What the hell? All right.
I feel as stunned as you were when you saw that coming from that joke.
So anyway, so I text you and you don't get back to me. Now I'm here and I go, what did Broth say about me? Now this is what I think it is, okay? Because his dad owns Comics Mohegan Sun.
Comics is it Mohegan Sun? Yeah, it's Mohegan Sun.
Roadhouse or whatever.
Great,
And his
great
dad's
club.
It's a good club.
It's a good club.
We love Mohegan Sun.
I'll be there in the summer again. Won't sell tickets.
We love his dad. We love the booker.
Hard to get fans to come. You're only playing to drunk people that were at the casino anyway. It's
You know,
okay.
Ryan Broth, we call him Sweatpants Ryan. He only wears sweatpants on stage. It's pretty. We do like that. We call him a pajama performer. It's a little unprofessional, but we still like that he wears. And he books these road rooms, and he pays you $200. And then when you ask, "Can I bring a feature?" he goes, $100. Give your $100 to the feature. That's a true story.
It's a smart.
That's true.
It's a smart move. His dad owns the club. He can do what he wants.
So I tell this story on my podcast, Sag Daddy the Pod, which should be airing in about 30 minutes. That I do his club. I'm featuring at his club.
You're featuring.
I'm featuring.
Which you're above featuring at this point.
At that point, I wasn't. At that point, I wasn't.
Okay, this is a while ago.
This was a while ago, and I hadn't been asking of headlines.
I'm not saying you're headlining, but you're above featuring a little bit. You're in that no man's land.
I'm in the no man's land where I can't get a job.
Yeah.
Begging people to co-headline with you.
Blistering for 20, 45.
I would. Yeah. Anyway, so so I'm featuring there, and many people know, many comics know, in the green room, there's a big wall of names that everybody signs. This is pretty standard in a comedy club green room. So
they had the posters in the green room for a while. Do they still have those?
still do.
You
Yeah,
sign-
they have the
I
big head.
drew a swastika on my face.
yeah, you sure did.
And they were like, really? Like, we're Jewish. And I was like, right? They weren't happy. They didn't make me take it down, but they were like, okay, you don't think that's weird? I was like, no, it's awesome.
Right,
It's awesome.
right.
I drew a swastika. No, I didn't draw a swastika. I'm sorry. I drew
You drew
a
Hitler.
Hitler mustache.
I see.
Which is, I think, different.
That's very
that's a
funny.
different story.
Swastika is a little bit like,
I don't know why I said swastika. It was just in my head.
the swastika of
the
facial
wrong
hair.
word. It was just the wrong word.
Mustache.
It was a mustache.
Anyway, so legend has it. I'm in the green room, and what you do when you're in the comedy club green room when you're a comic, you sign your fucking name on the
When you're
wall.
headlining.
No.
Usually they ask features too, though.
Yeah.
Usually, I won't sign my name on the wall unless I'm specifically asked to sign my name on the wall. I really mean that.
It's the wall is covered in names. I'm not fucking taking a selfie and printing it out and putting it on like the comic strip wall and being like, there it is. That was all me.
I'll tell you right now,
It's
I
covered
like
in
you
names.
slightly more than I like Ryan Broth. Slightly more. Slightly, Ryan, love you.
Slightly more.
A little bit.
Lewis loves working. That's really what it is? He doesn't want to lose his
brewery shows.
And to be honest, neither do I. But I guess we're here, aren't we? I'll never work that club again, and I'm okay with that, I guess.
If his dad owns the club, is he the Mohegan Sun?
I cannot believe.
That was right there.
I know. I can't believe we've never even thought of that. And we take mushrooms there all the time. We've expanded our mind there.
Lazy Lagome in the Race to Live chat says, I fucking hate comedy club stories. Shannon, time him out for the remainder of this story. He doesn't get to comment during the
45
minutes.
minutes
Sorry.
out.
This is a solid story, first of all.
It's a solid story, and also
What do you
imagine
want?
hanging out with a bunch of people and they're all having a good time talking about this story, and then you go, "I hate this story, and I hate when we talk about
We're
this."
Imagine
laughing, we're
listening to
making
comedians,
jokes.
and you're like, I can't stand comedy club stories.
Right.
It's the reason we talk about being at the airport so much because we spend our fucking lives in the airport. We spend our lives at comedy clubs.
Yeah.
This is what we do.
Listen to a fucking true crime show,
Yeah,
then.
fuck
Listen to
face.
somebody else.
Put us in a situation.
You are listening to
sitcom
stand-up
fan.
comedians
In all
talk.
fairness, this is a true crime show waiting to happen.
Yeah.
We've talked about changing the format. I mean, everybody has 4 comics talking shit about the same exact news stories every week. It's the same thing,
Right,
you know?
right, right.
The reason Story Wars blew up is because it was different. It was unique.
Yeah.
It should be the
Good
prequel
show.
to. Yeah, that's a good idea.
We got to figure it out. Well, we might go with a format change. Guys, submit your format. If you win, you get a free
Right.
T-shirt, green T-shirt.
So I'm a young stallion here. Okay, I'm just a feature. I'm just trying to do my job. I'm waiting for the headliner to
You're
get
just
off.
a creature.
I'm just a I'm a feature creature. And
But I will say, and I'm not just being a dick to you right now. I feel like you should wait till somebody asks you to sign the wall.
This is a leap. His behavior is a leap. The response to it is also a leap.
Yeah, I would say I've worked a lot of clubs where they do not give a shit if you sign the wall because the wall is covered in names.
Yeah.
So it'd be a little weird to sign. And this wall was covered in names. It wasn't like plaques.
Not
shit.
necessarily names you'd be proud of.
Yeah. Yeah.
He just saw the name and he's like, he saw my name. He's like, all right, I'm better than this.
Bong Hitler says Lewis can't even get a Snicker in a comedy club. That's not true. In the green room, Snickers, M&Ms, Mars bars.
No, they mean the audience.
Anything that I want.
A bunch of Snickers.
Oh, I get what you're saying.
You get it.
Okay.
Anyway, so.
I thought you were just saying literally what he said. I was like, duh. Duh. I can get a Snicker. You
That's so funny. No, he means from the crowd.
They were two tops. They were Twix.
All right, continue,
So anyway, I think we could all see where this story is going. I pick up my little silver pen that is in the green room, by the way. It's in the green room. You know, if you don't want people signing the wall, maybe don't put pens in the green room. Maybe give the headliner the pen at the end of the weekend.
Who was headlining?
I do not fucking know. I have no idea. It might have been
Some loser.
might have been like Nico White.
Nico White.
Which is great, but it's like, you know, he's not like.
Here's a
I mean, Brendan goes, might have been Nico White.
I only say that
Which
because
is great. He's a talented young
his
performer.
I don't want him
his
to.
last name
I don't
is
want him
Miss-
to have fucking beef like you guys hate each other.
His last name is misleading, folks.
Yeah,
He's a
but the only reason I said it like that is because we're peers. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? We came up together. It's not like it was like, you know, Orny Adams or another guy I don't know why. Is it Orny Adams?
What?
That's a guy I've opened for there who told me not to do stuff about straws. So he goes,
Brendan is just street
I know,
sweeping
I don't
the
know what I'm
business.
doing, but
This is great.
I'm having a mental breakdown. Stop me at any time, please. Am I ruining my
No,
life?
so you were signing the
killing it.
wall. Said
So you start
Brendan
signing
will
the wall. Kills,
headline
by the
next
way.
time.
This is after.
Orny kills.
This is after.
He does kill, but he
this
told me not to talk about plastic straws.
This is after your set or before your set. You signed the wall.
After my set.
After you murder at least.
Yeah, I mean, I have good sets there.
Yeah.
And
Tough room. Tough room.
It's a tough room. Nobody likes sitting there. They've all gambled their life savings away. They want to be in the bigger room, but we tell them you can't be there. You got to sit there and watch Nico White perform
I like it.
stand-up
I
comedy.
like your Trump.
So, all right, it's going on a little too long, but I signed my name, my little cute name, Brendan Sagalow, 2017 or whatever the fuck, and he comes in and he's
Now Ryan Broth has the same voice and sort of physical, the way he kind of like walks and talks. You remember the guy in Men in Black who?
Sugar water.
Yeah.
He comes in, he goes, sugar water.
and I go, anyway, so he comes in. I think he's running the shows at this point. And he comes in and he goes, okay, so I just lit who was ever headlining. I think it was a 2-man show anyway, so I had to go bring him back off. So he goes, okay, I just lit blah, blah, blah. So you got about 5. And then he sees me with the pen in my hand, staring. And I'm staring like an absolute chode, too. I'm staring like a fucking chode. I'm staring at my name going like, I'm really doing it, man. You know, I'm going, my name's in a comedy club wall. I'm really doing it.
And he's like Ace Ventura seeing Ray Finkel. Who the hell is that?
And he's coming in with this fucking, yeah, exactly.
He's got cockroach arms.
He's wearing overalls. Sleeves.
Look, that was a dear friend of mine.
You're no Orny Adams.
You're no Orny Adams. Stop talking about sign the wall.
So yeah, he goes,
Do 3.5 minutes of your art. We need people back out on the casino floor.
so
I love Ryan. He's a good guy.
but we do love
We
Ryan.
love
He's a little testy, I tell you. He's a little wrong for this, but we still love him. We do love him. He's got beautiful children. So he goes, did you just sign that wall? And I'm looking at it, and I don't know, because I've signed walls.
You lied. You're like, no. Somebody else
did that.
Wow, that's
Yeah.
just Brendan Sagalow?
Whoa,
It's crazy.
big fans around here. Thanks. So I go, yeah, because I've never had this problem before. I go, yeah, and he goes,
You ruined the wall.
he goes, he's really incredibly visibly upset that I did this.
Yeah.
And he's like, he goes, that wall covered in names is just for headliners. And also, by the way, I could see a bunch of people that weren't headliners at the time whose names were on the wall. And I was like,
we can't fact check that. So I think that should be stricken from the story.
Yeah.
objection.
Overruled. Sustained.
Anyway. Yes.
Either way.
You're so right about that.
Go
Anyway,
ahead.
I shouldn't have even mentioned that.
Yeah, I mean, we don't know.
We don't know.
We don't know.
all
I know is
my word.
A feature decided to pick up the marker and write on the wall, which I will say, it's a faux pas.
Yeah.
Shut the fuck up,
It's
dude.
a faux pas.
How about you go faux
I'm
pas
on
yourself?
Brendan's side.
Nice.
No. Look,
I'm Team Brendan.
It is.
Faux pas yourself.
Look. This was a learning moment.
But here's the thing. Can I weigh in real quick? Because I think it is a faux pas in the sense that it's a leap. I get that you've, up until that point, have not faced any resistance.
By the way, not my first time at that club. Like, I had
Totally.
been working there at least 2-3 times a year. For
Then
the
why
past
didn't
couple
you
of years.
sign it?
Because he's not a
last time?
headliner. It
No,
was-
but why'd
they
you
wa-
sign it this time and not the last time?
I don't know. I just didn't want to.
They didn't provide a marker.
Fair
was
enough.
no
Maybe the
marker.
marker wasn't there. But the exacerbated smack on the forehead,
It was.
that is a little
Dramatic.
much to make you feel lower than you should
I
feel
need
in
you
that
to-
moment. He could have easily
What are
been
you
like,
doing? I
hey,
need
man,
you to
this
pay
is
attention.
just
No, I'm
for
paying attention.
headliners.
I'm paying attention.
Let's just,
Yeah. He could have been like,
and then
or
just
even-
cross it out in front of you.
or even tell me like, hey man, I don't know if you know this, but like that is like a faux pas, like something. But he was just like, he treated me the way fucking people treat comics when they're nobodies, and it.
Ooh.
He was like,
Ryan, he speaks for himself. I think he's somebody. I think he's a very smart guy.
I've got no problem with Ryan. I have a problem with this.
Yeah.
Because he goes.
By the way, for the audio listeners, he just pointed to his own dick.
I got a problem with this. It's not big enough. It's not big enough, and people shout at me at the airport my size. So I opened for Dan, and people shouted at me. I hate it.
He should have very politely said, "This is a comedy."
There was no
Faux pas.
and up until like I've
And
been,
the only reason I'm here is because I run this room full my pa.
Zach's out.
Zach, you just ruined any chances to play Mohegan Sun, but that's okay.
It's not good, Zach. Bad idea. You should be sitting on the fence with me.
You should be sitting on that mechanical bull that's in Comics Roadhouse.
It's a lot of fun. Beautiful waitresses. Very beautiful.
They really do have beautiful waitresses there. Let's all get real serious about
They,
that.
they are pretty fucking
Let's
toy.
all get real
They are
serious.
pretty
Waitresses are toy as fuck at Mohegan Sun.
So anyway, I think the whole thing is just like a interpersonal communication issue because he's treating me like shit, and not only that, I didn't confront him at the time. Like I was still like,
Why would you have
Oh
confronted
my
him? You're like,
God.
hey, just so you know, I signed the wall.
well, no, I could have been like, hey man, watch your fucking attitude. Like I didn't.
That
know-
would have been a crazy
that
reaction.
That would have been.
the guy who fucking fights Uber drivers.
Yeah, but
thinks
not
that's
club
crazy.
owners.
Not
Hey,
club
if I didn't
owners.
have to go tell these people to pay their check quickly and quietly, I'd have some fucking words for you,
I would
pal.
stick up for
Look,
myself.
I have an anger problem. So in my world, that could have been a fucking.
It could have gotten.
What DC comic are you living in? In my world, that would have been a fucking knuckles to the face.
No, but I'm not.
Hold on.
I'm not even saying that I
Drama
would fight
Llama's
him.
here.
And I'm not. I'm speaking as somebody who also.
I have an anger
constantly
problem. Okay,
envisions
I've
fighting
told.
people.
I don't have a fucking doctor now because I told my last doctor to suck my dick because of some shit. Okay, so I
He was like, you have cancer. Suck my dick.
and I go, will that help?
Plus, if they had a DC comic there, Brendan could feature for them.
Yeah. Orny Adams, we love Orny Adams.
We
so
love
do.
Orny.
Not talking about straws. Yeah, I could have made an uncomfortable like, hey man, you need to like, I totally get that, but watch how you talk to me, like kind of thing. Not only that. So that was a little like weird, and I'm feeling like a young comic who is like, "Oh, I just fucked everything up. I'm never going to be allowed here again." Kind of that vibe. And I'm sitting
Being
there.
a young comic, but look, you kind of need those things, and this has nothing to do with Ryan Broth or comics. You kind of need those little fumbles in your career to figure out your fucking career. This is just it's part of everything.
Sure.
I am busting your balls to a certain degree. It was a faux pas to sign the wall, unquestionably. unquestionably just sign it. I'm a headliner. Every time I go to a club, if there's signatures on I don't just pick up the pen and sign it. I literally wait for them to ask me. I would never just be like, let me sign it.
It's a fucking comedy club. It's not the Beacon Theater, okay? It's a fucking... But 2 years ago, it was a fucking Benihana, okay? We need to calm the fuck down, all right?
Here's Brendan signing his name on Benihana's wall.
Yeah, I wish it was a Benihana's wall.
Most shrimp caught.
Anyway, and
Falls for egg and
before I
hat most
continue,
times.
before I continue the story, I am angry because it's coming back up, but I don't care about this at this point. Like it is a thing that happened. Whatever. I should be allowed to talk about it with the emotion that I have about it at the time it happened.
You're just
to me.
keeping it real ass.
I'm keeping it real ass. Let's play a thing.
Let's get real ass.
I also
Yeah.
love that you're not being disrespectful. You said you don't You have no problem with him. You have a problem with this.
It's time to get real ass. My producers do nothing.
Okay. That was weird to hear your voice and you not say anything because it felt like anyway, so that's not even the crazy part of the story.
There's more.
Oh, there's more.
There's more.
Oh, there's more.
That's not even the wildest part. He came up to me, tears in his eyes.
Buckle up, folks.
I said, "Wow, I didn't know you really cared." So he goes, "That was for headliners." I say jokingly and pathetically, I go, "Well, one day that'll be a headliner."
Oh no. Well, also not a wrong. That's not wrong.
Yeah, one day that guy will be in a weird situation where he's not getting super headlining gigs, but
You didn't foresee any of this conversation happening, so you will never headline there.
Yeah,
he knew this was gonna happen. He was like, no.
Literally in his head, he was probably like, "Not happening now."
Never.
Yeah,
It's like I
okay.
can already tell from this moment you'll never
Okay,
headline here.
so that was uncomfortable, right? And then he leaves, and I'm sitting in that little L couch,
Looking at your name.
just looking at everybody's fucking big heads that are around me, like being like, "Oh man, that was weird. I can't wait to tell whoever's headlining what just happened." Kind of one of those things. He comes in with a bucket of paint and a paintbrush. And I know you're going to like this because I can already tell you're already saying in your head, this is very cool. This is real ass. But he... Are you going to play something?
No, go.
Oh, you're just ready for it. He puts the paint in the paintbrush and paints over my name right in front of me.
He's a real ass dude. He's got a bad attitude. One might feel he's real. He's a real ass dude.
Pretty real ass that he painted over your name right in front of you.
So he had the
If you step back from it, you can say that was a real ass move.
Yeah, I mean, it was a real ass move with real ass consequences.
Oh no.
I'm not saying I'm back on this guy's side. But do you know how much fun it would be to take a small can of paint to comedy clubs with a brush and just paint over people you don't like?
Yeah, in front of them while they watch.
Yeah, while they watch, get them all. Everyone, I've asked you to come to this green room. Please sit. Brendan, now you may leave.
I
And
would be
leave
more
sad.
impressed though if he acted on his own accord and wasn't protected by the fact that like it's a family business,
Right.
Because that's not. I mean, you know, you can do whatever you want. You're literally the prince.
Yeah.
You can do anything.
Yeah.
How did he have paint at the ready? Why would he?
He had paint there.
Well, it's a business.
It's a business.
I've been in a lot of green rooms. I don't see a can of paint.
Well,
and
he
a
brought it.
paintbrush.
He went and he got it, so it was somewhere. It must have been in like a shed or
It's
something
like a maintenance
that.
closet or something.
Maintenance closet, yeah.
specifically for that wall.
Yeah.
I love that this is your story, and Ray's like, they got paint at comedy clubs now.
I'm just saying a can of paint.
It is funny when you're dealing with the owner's kid. It is a different thing because I remember maybe my second weekend ever working there. You know, Ryan smokes weed, real weed, Ray, and he was like, let's go, dude. This is such a funny moment. Like, and I've never said this to him, and he's gonna probably hear this for sure. But it's just a hilarious moment of having to kiss the ass of the owner's son, or the owner's son. We were going back to this is when it was at Foxwoods, and we were going back to my room to smoke weed. He was like, "Yeah, let's go smoke weed in the room." They pay for the room. They even put the card down, so he was like, "Whatever, dude, we could smoke weed. It doesn't matter." So we go back to the room, and there's a sound that like certain materials make. I don't know if it's like polyester, but if you like scratch it, it's like
Yeah.
it's
like a windbreaker.
nails on a chalkboard to me. Like that. Like from when I was a little kid, or my mom, she had me an entire like winter outfit that like anytime I move it would make that sound, and I would fall to the ground crying because the sound would send chills up my spine.
Right.
So to this
Isn't that
day,
how they kill Venom?
It's hilarious.
dude, this sound fucking.
Lewis, there's a bunch of like.
It's my head coming out of it. It's like you'll never be anything, dude. And whatever it was, dude, it was like a horror movie, and I was just too young in comedy to say anything. Now I would literally be like, "What the fuck are you doing?"
Yeah, take that off.
But the hallways at this hotel at Foxwoods were really long to get to the rooms.
It's because all casinos feel like The Shining.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's just the longest fucking hallway ever. And whatever their wallpaper was a texture where if you just scratch it would make that sound, right?
Yeah.
So as we're walking to my room, we get off the elevator, and I'm talking about like all
He's got
the
a
way to the
stick
end.
going
No, dude, like Freddy Krueger, both hands with his nails.
Like the crown.
Dude, he's behind me going, shh. And I'm going, the whole way to the room. And I was
Dude,
just,
that's so funny.
I wasn't,
man.
I mean, maybe it was my first weekend headlining there or whatever it was.
Yeah.
I was just like kissing the, like,
Yeah, of
whatever it is.
course. You don't want to like upset the guy. You also want to be nice.
But even knowing Ryan now, because I've known him for a while now,
Yeah.
and I am friendly with Ryan. I am just fucking
I
around.
am also friendly with him.
You know what we
I've
learned from
never
both
been
the
not
stories?
friendly.
You're
with
not
this
going to be
guy.
friendly with him
Stories.
after I read these text messages.
What we learned,
I might not even read them.
That's
No,
so-
you're gonna read them.
Lewis's story was very important to your story because what we've learned, this guy loves fucking walls. This guy respects a good wall.
You gotta. I think Lewis has a sound thing too because I remember years ago during the first Skankfest when we were at the Creek in the Cave, we were watching something in that main room, and I was standing next to you, and we didn't know each other that well because I wasn't doing the festival. But I was drinking and I started chewing ice, and I remember every time I chew ice, Lewis would go. Like just stare right at me, and I'm there. I'm like, because we're our height difference too. So I'm like, I wonder if it's the ice. Yeah,
Trying to
and I go,
listen to a
"You
show?"
can hear this.
I wonder if it's the ice as you continue to chew
He
it.
just kept looking at me. So anyway, so he paints over my name. It is what it is. I mean, it is funny. I do feel disrespected, but it is funny. So I'm on my podcast and I talk about it because I'm like, this is I didn't even say his fucking name. I said the club, but I didn't say his fucking name.
Wow. We've said his name 100 times. Ryan Broth.
Well-
Ryan Broth. Ryan the chicken broth.
Yeah. Yeah. So good luck editing that out. Whoever does that here.
We're not editing names out. We name names on the Lewis and Zach show. This is the difference between this show and every other show.
No,
we
I don't-
name
yeah.
fucking names.
Yeah, let's name a bunch
All
of
these
names.
other pussies have something to
Robert
lose.
Downey Jr. Let's just name as many names as we can.
I don't think I should read these text messages.
No, hit me. Because,
gotta.
what, you think I'm going to get
Well,
that
I
mad?
mentioned. You said I mentioned.
Yeah.
What the
Can
fuck?
I read
What
them
did
and
I
I'll
do?
tell you whether or not you should read them
Can
out loud?
I hit some points that I think he mentioned?
I don't even know if I've
Listen,
ever
Zach's
signed
gonna
my
read them.
goddamn-
I
and
think
then-
he's going to mention
Don't
that
read it out
I'm not as big shit as I think I am.
Let him.
I'm not a headliner. He probably said. I'm just going to say a bunch of shit
Are you
about
serious?
me. What am I doing? What am I doing?
I'm fat. I'm a
fat.
loser. I'm
My
unlovable.
mom hates me. My dad does not like me.
He said none of those things.
He goes.
Don't read those.
He really. Come on, no. Let
Don't
me.
fucking read those.
Why?
Because this guy, it's. I would rather that if
Can
those
you
were
read them
about
to me after?
I would rather them be
How about this?
said in private.
I'll
okay.
let you read them.
No, I would wait till after the show.
No, it's gonna get you in a bad mood.
Poison. I mean, he's already.
I
in a bad mood.
100%.
I'm in a bad mood.
All right, I'll read certain. I'll leave out words.
No, come on.
Okay, ready? Have me and blank on one of your shows to blank blank over his name.
To what over his
This
name?
is a Mad Libs. You got to add your
to
own words
paint
in.
over his name?
Now, have me and Sagalow on one of your shows to discuss painting over his name.
Okay.
Which I didn't even
That
remember he
doesn't
said that.
sound
I
bad.
would have had him on there. That's not
That
bad.
doesn't sound bad.
What a little bitch. You know, I'm going to stop.
I, honest to God, really, if these were about me, I would want them read in private. not.
All
on
right,
the
fine. Can you read them to me after?
I'll read them to you after. But everyone in the Grace's
what a
live
little
chat really
bitch
wants to
is
know now.
so
He did say
crazy.
what,
Yeah,
but he
what a
said
wildly
Yeah,
one.
that's the bad part. Don't worry.
What a wildly aggressive.
Is
thing.
that not even the bad part?
No, of course it's not. If he read that and then stopped, there's worse.
Kenny, you can read it. Don't give it to him.
Well, now here's the problem. Now.
Stop.
No, let me. This is the problem.
Wait
now.
till afterwards. I want you to be
because
good.
I'm already feeling anger.
No, you're feeling good.
Or I guess I'm just a little bitch. I guess I'm just a little bitch who held it in for years.
Man,
You
this,
can both be right.
this sucks that I'll be at Comics Mohegan Sun April 24th through the 25th. So I can't really say a
Who's
ton.
featuring?
Whoever's featuring
I'll go with you.
is going to sign the stage. Dude, I'm going to have them in fucking block letters sign the stage. But I mean, that is massively disrespectful for not, like, first you disrespected him for painting over the name, which was a gross overreaction. And now you're overreacting.
He could have
to a funny
waited till the next
story
day
being
to do
told
that.
on a
Yeah, he could have
podcast.
waited till I
And it's
wasn't
just
there
like,
to
dude,
do that.
in no world. By the way, don't throw
And
stones
maybe-
if you live in a glass house. I don't know if any of his comedy is up there out in the world, but if you want to fucking bring it up and discuss.
Oh, did he call me
literally
not
anything,
funny?
It's kind of crazy.
Did he call me, like-
kind of crazy?
He called me not funny.
He didn't say-
This guy called me not funny. The
didn't-
fucking guy
no, he
who's
didn't-
got.
He didn't call you not funny. He didn't call you not funny. He
did not
never
call
said
you
those
not
words.
funny.
No, but it's just
Never said those
discrediting
words.
on
In fact,
such
he
a,
says
like-
people laugh at you a lot.
Yeah.
He said that. He said I'm like made fun of or something.
You don't need me to read.
Let me see it. Let me see it.
Dude,
Let me see it. Let's
just
make
read
some
it.
good fucking radio.
My heart is
Let
like
me
the
see it.
Jumanji game right now, dude.
Let
I
me
am
fucking see it. What did he
No.
say?
All right, I'll read
Because
it.
I'll
read it.
I won't. Yeah, read
I'll read it.
Read it.
Have me and Sagalow on one of your shows to discuss painting over his name. And by the way, I would, Ryan. You
I
guys
would
can-
do
That
that.
would have been cool.
I
You
would have
guys
done
should
that.
do that.
Yes.
Well, let's see how you feel in a minute.
What a lil bitch bringing up something from almost a decade ago.
Telling a story,
Telling a story that happened to me.
a funny one.
And he's,
Not bringing up his name.
Hold on. And he's still not even a headliner. Okay, let's take a quick moment and thank Keto Brains for supporting today's show. Keto Brains is an incredible nootropic creamer. You put it right in your coffee. You can put it right in your protein shake. You could even just take a scoop of it and eat it like that. It tastes absolutely incredible, and it's packed with science-backed ingredients like alpha GPC for focus, lion's mane for neurogenesis, L-theanine for smooth clarity, and C8-MCT for sustained keto energy. You guys hear me talking about it all the time. I like being on a keto diet. It makes me feel better. It makes me feel really good. I feel light. And this is a great product if you guys want to have enough fat in your coffee in the morning to kick yourself into ketosis. But it's also just got incredible nootropics. They help you be more clear-headed. I take it literally every single day. I feel great. I'm so much sharper both on podcasts and on stage. Genuinely great product. I really, really love them, and great people that own the company. Just go to ketobrains.com, KETOBRAINZ.com, and use the promo code LAZ20. You're going to save 20% off your order today. Try them out. You're going to absolutely love them. If you guys want that sharper mental clarity, if you guys are feeling sluggish at work or at the gym, this is a great solution. Once again, that's ketobrains.com with a Z at the end. Use that promo code LAZ20 to save 20% off. All right, where were we?
Well, that's fine. I will be at, if you're listening to this live, I'm doing 5 shows at the Port in Baltimore this weekend. And also, I'm
Tough room to sell out.
tough for him to sell
Tiny
out.
room.
Although I
doesn't
did
sell out somehow.
Although I was there last year and I sold out 3 shows,
I sold
so
out
he can
2 of
suck
my
my
5.
fucking dick. You Pete Davidson wannabe. You're fucking.
Hold on, I'm not even done.
Beautiful walls.
I'm
Great
also at
walls.
Helium on Sunday, headlining. By the way,
And he's not
It is
even
a Sunday
he's
show.
not even a headliner. Happy New Year, by the way. This
Oh.
is New Year's Day.
Nice.
In the morning.
This is New Year's Day.
I mean,
This is the part that gets a little bit
Hit
painful.
me, just hit me.
it's not painful because it's something that every YouTube commenter has said, which actually kind of shines a light on where
Right.
he's at.
He's Mike and Mike's dumb sidekick.
That's fine. I've heard that before, though.
It's hilarious. He's a punching bag. He's the butt of every joke from all of you. It's like he doesn't.
I?
It's like he doesn't see.
I don't ask.
I think
No, I'm
you're
saying
obviously
I'm not. I'm
No,
saying,
you're
am I?
obviously
As
not.
in, have you even listened to anything? Anytime I'm brought up ever It's with
Don't fight it. There's no reason to debate
like-
this. That is the only
I'm
way
gonna
to
say I
lose.
think he's talking about me right now.
Yeah. You could just put the word Ray in here, and it would actually make a lot of sense. I gotta be honest
Actually,
with
Ray,
you.
you know who was
you
talking
could
about
put
you the other
Lewis
day?
in there. Like
You
you could
son
literally
of a
say
bitch.
this about anybody.
You could say this about anybody.
I've made a career out of being a punching bag. I'm the best at it. There's not a better punching bag. I'm the
I think
best
I'm a better
punching bag.
I think I'm a better punching bag than you. To be, we're having a Trump off about being a punching bag.
I
think I'm one of the best punching bags.
I can take it. I don't give it back.
I can take it, just not from this fucking grifting loser.
Brendan is one of the best comedic foils of all time, and that's what it is.
He's like aluminum.
He offers so much of himself.
He's
to the
crinkly.
comedy.
He comes in a roll.
Put your leftovers in him. He'll take them. Hey, look at that laugh, Ryan. You fucking.
Pee Wee Herman had a giant ball of him in his closet.
If you bite on it, it'll hurt your teeth.
Yeah, if you bite me,
man.
it's gonna hurt your
It's
cavity.
gonna
If
hurt.
you
Make a fake retainer, it
If you're
hurts.
afraid of aliens, put Brendan around your head.
Right. And you know what's also fucking weaselly about this shit? You got a problem, then hit me up.
Ooh.
It's the same shit. You can't even fucking, even if he painted over my name,
I'm
hit
not-
me up the
I'm
next
not
day and go,
done.
hey, by the way, man, that was okay. All right.
He's fat. He's a piece of shit, and his mom is a dirty slut. Tell him I said that. And
What?
tell him I would say that to his face.
He said that?
No.
Yeah, that sounds like you.
I'm saying that now. I get to get everything I don't like about you out through Ryan, bro.
Yeah, you go.
This never even happened.
He goes, he loves to chew ice, that fucking asshole. So annoying.
That would be insane if that conversation never happened and you just
What prompted that?
hey,
You
we
not
created
him on the
this
reg?
out of nowhere, dude. I'd be like, Jesus Christ, you're the fucking Joker.
Ryan has no, he has no reason to be talking like this. He's done nothing. He has nothing. He does brewery shows where he pays you nothing. He doesn't even own the
Pays
club.
me pretty good. I get 80% of the door.
Here's what I think. I think you're better off letting the story speak for itself. The fact that you told a funny story on your podcast, the fact that it was and obviously it's a hilarious story.
Right.
It's an overreaction in the moment, and then this text on top of it
Yes.
is another
So
emotional
let
overreaction.
him
So
be
just-
the
You
let
know what?
him,
Yeah, you're
let
right,
him-
you're
Brendan,
right.
let him be the sensitive one.
Right. Right.
Because here's the truth.
Yeah.
This, and I really mean, I'm not just saying this. Brendan's fucking hilarious. I didn't even respond to this because I was like, what am I going to fucking.
Right.
I was like,
Because
first
it
of
was a
all,
text
friends.
from somebody that can't help you at the moment.
well,
Yeah.
you know me. He can help me get fill 2 weekends in Connecticut, or the greater Connecticut area. No, but the reality is you are hilarious. There's a reason I have you on all of my shows, not just one of my shows. You're on Legion of Skanks, you're on Story Wars, you're on Lewis and Zach all the time. It didn't even warrant a response. And then you're my friend, so I was like literally going like, you're texting me
Right.
about my friend. Are you out of your
Right.
fucking mind?
Yeah, yeah.
So like I said, I don't have a beef. Ryan's always been good to me, and I've said this before on this show. I appreciate comics because they put you through the traditional system of like you start off hosting there,
Yeah.
then you feature and they give you a headlining Thursday and a headlining Sunday. They work you through that for a couple of years. Then
You
once
prematurely sign your name on the wall, and then they ban
And
you.
then they ban you forever for some reason. I love
but
that club. I've had so many.
they started headline. You get a couple credits. They started headlining you.
Yeah.
They were never because they know it's not even about a draw there. They just want you to entertain their crowd.
Yeah.
So I've always genuinely respected Ryan. And I honestly, his dad is a fucking lunatic, but we got drunk together so many times.
I
We had a
like
fun
his
time.
dad.
I like his
I
dad.
like
a
his
lot.
dad.
Yeah.
What it comes down to is I feel hurt and rejected.
That's it.
I feel hurt.
That's really what you should be saying. Be like, Ryan, I thought we were fucking cool. He made the mistake by not approaching a comic who is a fucking great comic and who has they're booking you.
Yeah.
If you're not funny and you're not
Right.
why would you? You're the person who books the feature. Why would you
Also,
do that?
update your Rolodex because something that could have been said about any of us years ago is no longer the case. Brendan is a massively
Brendan's a killer.
respected comedian in New York City.
Nobody, literally nobody says that Brendan's not
Nobody.
fucking funny at all. At all.
Nobody.
So yeah, that's that.
And and it comes down to it's like the feeling of being like, oh man, now I'll never work that club that used to work me all the time. I've had all these really great memories with Mike and Feeney and everybody I've been there. I've always had such a good time with.
Yeah.
I've always wanted to be like, this is the place I want to headline.
And also, you
when
have
I'm
to.
first
He does
starting.
comedy, and it's a comedy club. You should be able to bust the balls and tell stories about dumb moments. You look like a fool in the story as well. It's not like
Right.
just like you're. It's a self-deprecating story
Yeah.
to a certain degree. So,
And
you
I
know,
told it
whole
almost the
thing is
exact same way on my
self-deprecating.
podcast. I told it the exact same way. I mentioned
but you didn't
how
have
I
anybody
was-
there giving you the pushback.
I know. It was Maddie being like, and I'm like, stop. Remember when we almost did a podcast? Remember when I did that too?
Hey, Ray, can you stop talking so much?
Yeah. I'm saying, I'm not fucking letting you guys go. But yeah, give him a can of paint. Let Mike take it next time he does it.
No, I would. I think this whole thing is just,
so
it's all ridiculous.
Silly.
Yeah,
make it silly.
It is silly. So what was your beef now, Ray? Actually, let's do plugs real quick, and then let's get into it. We have a lot to talk about still on today's show. We're just rolling here, folks. Let's do some plugs. We're an hour into the show. We're fucking crushing it right now. Ray, what are you plugging, my friend?
Rock Bottom Podcast. I'll be in Lancaster this weekend. River Trail Brewery. That's it.
Sick. Brendan Sagalow.
punchup.live/Brendan Sagalow for all my dates. I'm headline again. If you're listening to this live, Baltimore, the Port Comedy Club. That place fucking rules. I'm doing 5 shows, Thursday to Saturday, and then Helium Comedy Club in Philadelphia. That's Sunday. And then I just got dates for Portland in April, so those aren't up yet, but look out for those. And then Sad Daddy to Pod.
Yeah, March 14th, I'm going to be in Morris Plains, New Jersey at the Comedy Dojo. Love that place. KP Burke is featuring. Come out to that. March 21st, I'm in Atlantic City, New Jersey. And then April 4th, I'm in Detroit. April 5th, I'm in Pittsburgh. Back to New Jersey. And then Toronto, if Canada is still welcoming us in April as well. And all tickets, MikeCannonComedy.com. And check out Beautiful Boys Podcast with myself and Andy Haynes.
Hell yeah, dude. Zac Amico.
If you're listening live, tomorrow I'm in Vegas, then Tucson, then Albuquerque with Juggalo Championship Wrestling. Then I'm going to Canada, April 3rd, Ottawa, April 4th, Montreal, April 5th, Cornwall, April 6th, Gananoque, and April the 11th, I'm going to be at Gnarly's in Golden, Colorado, followed by a Troma Film Festival, and we're debuting 3 of my new movies, so come hang out.
Come see me live on the Bring 5 Friends tour. Come to a city near you. First of all, I was supposed to do the Dojo of Comedy next Thursday, March 13th, but I forgot that we planned a Story Wars that night because we're getting back from Jamaica on Wednesday and we had to switch the date. But now we've combined both. I'm going to do some stand-up before Story Wars, but we're doing Story Wars at the Dojo of Comedy next Thursday night, March 13th. So if you guys
That's going to hurt my ticket sales on the 14th.
If you guys are in, if you're in the Jersey area, come out. It's going to be a goddamn blast. Why don't you come to Story Wars? Why don't you do it?
Okay.
Come do Story Wars. I know it's Voss, and I think Florentine's going to be the other one. It's going to be a blast.
I'm in.
Then promote your show that night.
Deal.
There'll be people in the area.
Yeah.
That'd be sick. Even though you were just on Story Wars, it's okay. It still works. So yeah, come out if you're in the Jersey area. Come see Story Wars live at the Dojo of Comedy, Morris Plains, New Jersey, which is a great room. Then I'm at the New York Comedy Club Stamford on March 14th, one night only. Come out to that. It's going to be a goddamn blast.
Now that's a green room.
South Bend, Indiana, March 21st and 22nd. Raleigh, North Carolina on March 23rd. Then I'm going to Canada, St. Catharines, Ontario on the 27th, London, Ontario on the 28th, March 29th, Windsor, Ontario, March 30th, Burlington, Ontario, all over Ontario. Nice. I think that's a province.
Yeah. Are you worried at all that we're not going to be allowed in?
No, we're fine. Right. Philly's coming up. Nashville, we're doing Story Wars and Legion of Skanks at the Nashville Comedy Festival. North Charleston, South Carolina in April. American Comedy Company, San Diego in April. So many dates. This is just fucking before April. Get your tickets for Skankfest on May 2nd. We're announcing the lineup in mid-April. And I just added a bunch of European dates as well. I'm going to be with the great Scott Chaplin at the end of May into the first couple days of June. Amsterdam, Glasgow, Dublin, Manchester, and London, which is going to be a goddamn blast. So get those tickets.
And that's right before the special, right?
It's going to be awesome. Yeah, July 12th is my next special taping. That's at Side Splitters in Tampa. And yeah, check out all the other pods. The Regs, Story Wars, the legendary Legion of Skanks. And if you guys want my solo podcast, inside information, I name names, all the news that you guys want about Skankfest and Gas Digital before anybody else gets it, plus the Lewis Journal podcast, and a chance to win Skankfest tickets. The only way you could win Skankfest VIP All Access passes is by joining my mailing list. Go to lewisofskanks.com, join that mailing list. That's that.
Hell yeah. Heck yeah.
So, Ray, what is your problem?
On that podcast, you said, I asked you for stuff. What would I asked you maybe to do my show at the stand?
Not just that. Ray, you see, they were right. They weren't lying to me. Yeah, You're a liar. You're a liar. Ray's a liar.
No, but you're like Ray never offered. Yeah.
Let me, right, because I do like you a lot. Right. I've known you a long time, and I really do like you. Okay. My point, every time I see you, and I wouldn't have even brought this up, but you could have brought this up off air. Yeah. Every time I see you, Ray's like, hey, what's going on? How you doing, dude? And then the next thing out of his mouth is, Can I do your podcast? Can you do my podcast? Can I get on Skankfest? Can I?
I never asked to be on Skankfest.
It's always stop pointing at me, you cocksucker.
I never asked to be on Skankfest. That's something I never did.
Maybe you didn't. I don't know. But it just feels like every time it's instead of just being like, hello, you're my friend, every time within 5 seconds you're asking for some, I don't want to say a favor, that's the wrong word, but you're asking for
come on, man.
It feels that way.
All right, well then I apologize.
No, you don't have to apologize because I like you a lot.
All right.
Yeah.
It's not that you don't have to ask. You just got to ask like a week later.
Yes.
That's how you do that.
No,
you
you
go,
just-
how are you?
How are
Great
you?
seeing you last week, by the way. Here's
Yeah.
4 things I need.
Yeah. you let a bunch of days go by.
That's my apology.
I read a
My
book on. I'm launching a product right now. I'm launching a coffee brand, and one of the things in the book that they said that was a great thing was like, don't ask people for money, right? Don't if you want investment, don't ask them for money. Ask them for advice, compliment them, be like, hey, like like I'd love to get your feedback on this, right?
Yeah.
And then very often those people that you're asking for advice, you scratch this itch in them where they go like, oh, I'm important to you. And then they'll just offer you money, which is true. I've had 3 different people offer to invest in this business. I don't even have product in hand yet because I've just simply asked for advice. And I was just like, dude, I really respect your opinions on things. And then fucking right away they come back. And it was just a great point in this book. And I'm just saying you come off like, instead of just being my friend who I'm seeing at the stand, every time I see you, it feels like you're asking me for something.
Right,
and that's all I meant for that.
My apologies.
And you don't have to apologize because I think you're a great dude, and I don't think this is a learning experience, and I think that you just you're great. You're a great dude. You're a great comic. You're fucking. You're okay at podcasting, and you. I'm just saying it comes off. It makes me push back and go like, well, Ray, what are you doing for me? You know what I'm saying?
I have nothing to offer you.
There is though, just friendship.
Like I literally have nothing
Friendship,
to offer you.
not weed.
Yeah, try giving you weed. Just
A
how that
charred
turned out.
gummy?
Yeah.
A blackened gummy?
My apologies. All right.
Black
He goes,
coffee.
here's a bottle of rosé, and it's all cement, and you're like, what the fuck? I don't know how to
Oh shit.
do drugs.
Okay, Shannon, pull up this this Ozempic chick. This chick, she's an influencer. First of all, she's pretty toy. Kind of a little bit of a weird look, though. Actually, pull up her Instagram before we even see the video. Pull up her Instagram because you got to see her body. Her body's pretty toy to begin with.
Let's hit it.
Who is this? It's Official Avery. Avery Official. She's like a fucking
Not my style.
slut. I don't know what the word to use.
A hot topic employee,
She's a professional slut. Yeah, something like that. Go down. There's some more. Pretty toy.
She's Walmart hot.
Is she making money doing this? She makes money.
I think so.
doing that?
She got 250,000 followers.
Oh wow.
She's hot. It's just something. There's something a little bit off about her.
Yeah. Not my style.
Not your cup of tea.
No.
Why not? Why don't you like her? What's wrong with her?
Oh,
She's
pocket
short
size?
too. Jeez.
Is she not a midget?
Go to that one right there. That's a
Tiny?
hot photo right there. Left, bottom left, right there. That's a hot photo, objectively.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It also looks AI.
Yeah.
Yeah, it does.
Hot enough. Yeah, I guess she's pretty tiny, right?
Yeah.
I
like it.
I do like tiny.
Is she a real person?
Yeah.
Now, is she a man?
No, she's not a man. I'm not.
Because that would be a hilarious trick to be
What a
like,
fun
what do you
prank
think
that
about
is,
that?
right?
What do you think about
You'd
this
fuck
woman?
that right in its ass, right?
Skipping the primary hole?
She's tiny. Now, I'm assuming. Shannon, go really far back. Go see how far we can get back. Because has she ever been fat? She started taking Ozempic, right?
Oh wow.
And she posted a video about how it is gave her osteoporosis and like started destroying her bone density.
Oh God.
Cheerios.
She's helping my bone density, if you know what I'm saying.
Hell yeah. I heard Ozempic does that. Like it like fucks with your cartilage and shit. Like
So I mean, she looks like she's never been even slightly chubby. She looks like she's just always been a thin chick. Why would you take Ozempic if you're a thin chick? That's
to
crazy.
get thinner. These
Body
these
dysmorphia?
women. Yeah.
Yeah.
Societal
Also
issues
for content.
for content. More
To-
societal
for,
issues.
for
think
people
she
to
took-
argue over whether or not you should be on Ozempic.
No,
Right.
she
In
obviously
comments,
should not be.
resulting in many followers.
She shouldn't be. She's hot. Like I said, she is very much made up. There's some filter action going on here.
She's got comics at Mohegan Sun waitress vibes.
She actually does.
She-
I can see her on the bowl,
Yeah, hell yeah.
snapping her brittle bones. So Shannon, pull up the video now that I sent to you because she did a video being like, I just came from the doctor. You'll see. You'll see. And I've been saying this about Ozempic for a hot minute.
Yeah.
I have a few friends on Ozempic. I'm like, guys, don't take. Shannon was on.
Well, there's a bunch of different type.
Monjaro. There's over the counter, under the counter,
and they're like I was just talking to somebody the other night who was on it, and she was like, "This is the best," blah blah blah, and I was just kind of like,
your bones are gonna be brittle.
You're gonna have brittle. We call her brittle bones.
Brittle bones, Bonnie.
We call her brittle bones, Brittany.
This might be a dumb question, but do your teeth also get brittle? Do they fall out?
I don't know. But that would scare the fuck out of me.
It feels too early in medicine to like fuck with it.
Look, there's just no shortcuts in life. You got to pay with something. And if there's not a miracle drug that just makes you fucking skinny, I'm letting you know it's going to be linked to cancer, weird stomach shit. It's going to be, it's not going to be good at the end for people that take this shit.
Yeah.
100%. I don't even need to fucking watch a video of this bitch or need any medical advice. I'm just letting you know when you inject shit into your fucking body that's not supposed to be there, it's likely going to not end well.
Well, and also, anytime that you're shutting down a system in your body that is meant to be running, it's not going to have good effect. Like, we don't know what happens when that happens.
Yeah, there's shit like I wanted to take biotin for a little bit because I was like, oh, I think it helps with hair and nails and shit. And then I was reading up on it, and they're like, yeah, it does that, but it also like gives you incredible acne, and you can like you'll fuck your shit up. And I'm like, God, I'm not even gonna.
They're gonna call you pizza face. You're gonna love it. You love pizza.
Thick head of hair, greasy face.
I could put the hair in front of my face. They're gonna call him pizza face.
Oh, easy pass. Thank God. I was like, my Amex keeps on getting hit for crazy shit for nothing. So all right, so Shannon, pull up this video.
Is somebody here to pay parking?
Hi.
Give it to one of them.
I just left the doctor's office. I went to get a checkup because I've been off of Ozempic for 2 months now, and I just wanted to see if my body was in better condition, if there were any permanent damages, and I'm kind of in shock right now because I wasn't expecting this.
Pause it for a second.
But
so Fatal Cum Shot says, doesn't fasting and keto mess with your thyroid? Maybe. I don't know. I know that for me, keto really works, and I feel great when I'm not eating gluten and carbs. My doctor says all of my blood work is fucking perfect, and then I'm literally the epitome of perfect health. And fasting, I fast specifically to kill old cells, and so I'm trying to avoid getting cancer one day. Yeah. So I do this fast now.
Fasting helps with that?
They say a 72-hour fast, autophagy is what they call it, which is like, it's literally translates to eating yourself.
Oh my God.
But you eat like all of these precancerous cells, anything that's like in your system, you clear out your gut. Like it's really, the research on it is, I guess, somewhat new, but apparently it's really great for avoiding cancer.
Who told you that?
Generating gut health. I've been reading a bunch on it, but I initially heard of it through Cheeto Vera, who's a UFC fighter. I was on a podcast. I was on Matt and Shane with him, and he was talking about how he does 72-hour fast. Then Dana White did it, and publicly he was talking about it. His doctor, his gut health doctor, was talking about it. And then I've independently done research, just Googling and on ChatGPT. But apparently it's fucking great for that. And that's the reason. It's not to lose weight. I do keto because I don't want to have fat, but I do the fast specifically so I avoid getting cancer one day.
Did you pick a day, like, you were like, okay, this is the date I'm going to start doing the 72-hour fast? Or were you like, oh, really? And then you're like, I'm going to do that next week. Like, if I wanted to do this, I probably would never. But what should I think, like, oh, I should plan a day in, like, April, like 3 days in April?
So I do it every 3 months. My plan is for the next year to do it once a quarter and then change to once a month after that. Mm-hmm. This was a particularly hard time. This was fucking rough. Like yesterday, I was really bad. Now I don't even feel hungry. Today, the third day is the easiest one. The first day sucks. Second day sucks.
It's like holding a shit in too long, and then eventually you don't have to shit.
I think I just swallowed that. I swallowed my shit.
But you need to, if you do this or anything like this, you would have to like build yourself up. Like you should set parameters. Like you don't eat before 10 a.m. and then after 8 p.m.
I'm fasting right now, actually. My window is 2 to 8.
You're fasting from performing at Mohegan Sun. Dude, it was 10 o'clock on Sunday, or 9:45 on Sunday until 9:45 tonight. And then, it was a little bit of nothing. And they even say coffee isn't great on it, so I've been limiting my coffee a little bit. Like, I want another coffee right now, but I think I'm going to skip it. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Because there's no calories. You don't have to, there's literally nothing in my system.
Whoa. What do you shit?
I don't shit.
You don't shit?
I shit the first day, and then, I don't have to shit now.
Whoa.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
That's insane.
Yeah, I feel very light. I look good.
Doesn't Russman Eve eats like every other day?
Yeah, Russman Eve eats every other day. Godfrey fasts 2 days a week.
2 days a week?
2 days a week, 2 full days. But 24 hours is nothing now.
Well, it's crazy, too, because Godfrey looks so young and
Yeah.
jacked.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's wild. Isn't he like 75 years old? He's like a superhero.
Dude, he's fucking jacked. I mean, he's also his family's from Africa, so he must have been part of like the elite slave pack. They were like holy dude. His fucking grandparents were fucking just like high priced, high level, taken care of well, good teeth. Guy was got a great smile.
He does have a good smile.
He's handsome. He's a handsome son of a bitch, dude.
Yeah.
Godfrey's the man. So all right, continue with this bitch.
I guess Ozempic can cause bone density loss, and I didn't think that would happen to me because I was only on it for a year, but I have significant bone loss. I have osteoporosis and osteopenia, something I don't know. There's like
osteopenis.
I want to give her my osteopenis.
And I just wasn't like expecting. I wasn't expecting that. But that's what happens if you
Pause.
if you
What is it with girls that look like that with also having to be sick?
Yeah,
totally. I get what you
that
mean,
girl. That's the girl that once a year posts a picture of a hospital bracelet on her wrist.
Right.
And be like, don't want to talk about it.
No, you're right. But also, I think I think a big part of this was you're really supposed to strength train. And if you're not strength training, you're just, what happens is you'll start to eat so if this is what happens on a fast. If you're not, I've been training every day. I trained this morning. All 3 days of the fast, I lifted. And if you don't use your muscle, your body will start eating it away. And that's what happens with Ozempic. When you don't have muscle, your body starts eating your bones away.
Oh, brother.
Right? Oh, brother.
I got to start using these muscles.
So I think this is what happens.
Now our bones are brittle.
But I think what happens
My
is...
bones are made of peanut brittle.
But her teeth look good. Whoever had the teeth question.
But I think if you're not using, and this is just bro science, I don't actually know. I mean, I do know about with fasting, you're supposed to work out or you'll lose muscle mass because your body goes. And also, it's really good to work out during a fast as well because if you're trying to create autophagy, which is eating of those cells, it knows to not attack your muscles. It's attacking your fat. It's attacking shitty cells. But I'm assuming with Ozempic, it's a very similar thing. If you're not lifting weights, your body starts eating away the muscle. Because you see people that are on Ozempic, they look kind of like sickly and deflated.
Yeah, kind of like a thing
gaunt.
going on.
You see
here.
Scott Disick's face?
No.
He was Kourtney Kardashian's ex-husband. He literally looks like one of the fucking zombies from I Am Legend.
Yeah,
like
weird.
soulless, lifeless.
Yeah, the
behind his
eyes get sucked out.
Huge dents in his
Not like
cheek.
me. Look at this. This is
No, you look good, dude. It's a healthy fast.
healthy
Nice,
fast, baby.
dude, yeah.
Fucking lifting the whole time.
Colors in your cheeks.
And I went heavy too. Because they were like, oh, you can go light. I
Dude,
was
look
like,
at that, right?
Oh my
ooh,
god.
yuck.
I mean, that looks like somebody crawling out of a meth den.
Yeah, dude.
Danny Polishuk looks like shit.
Ozempic face.
So go ahead. Go.
use Ozempic for weight loss and you lose too much weight, I'm sorry, I know some of you might not relate or some of you might think I'm being annoying or overdramatic about all this stuff, but I'm really just sharing this
Pause it.
because
Somebody said that Godfrey was in Zoolander, and then somebody responded with, he belongs in a Zoolander. I gotta give him a chattel snake for that. That was good.
Chattel snake, chattel snake, chattel snake, chattel snake.
I have a question. Can you reverse osteoporosis?
I don't think so.
So once you have it, that's fucking
Maybe,
it.
I mean, I'm just saying things.
Yeah.
Damn.
You can't just like drink
I feel
milk.
bad for this
Yeah,
girl,
you just,
man.
what the fuck were those ads for?
Yeah, I mean, I think that this is,
Can I tell you a little bit more about her?
Please.
So I'm not actually sure what her height was or what her starting weight is, but I did skim through some of this. And she said that before she went to that doctor this time, she got down to 79 pounds. So
79
she just
pounds. She's fat.
She was already
So
skinny.
she's fat.
She was already
The
skinny.
kid in her head was like, you're really fat.
Holy shit. I know dogs that weigh more than her.
So it's basically, she was saying that like after her first shot, she never thought about food. So she starved herself for a year. And when that happens, you're going to have low bone density. Duh.
Yes, 100%. But Shannon, are you disagreeing that Ozempic is probably going to be bad for you?
So I'm gonna say no in the part that if you still take your vitamins,
Say your prayers.
and then
Yes,
measure
if you're Hulk Hogan, you could do it.
measure your macronutrients. I have a scale that measures bone density and everything that I've been monitoring. So it's like if you do it right.
It says get off.
So if you do it right and don't just starve yourself for a year,
I bet you there's a way to do it right, but I still bet that it will be linked to weird shit with your gut and cancer. I guarantee it. Same thing with steroids, same thing with testosterone. I was trying to get on testosterone originally, and my doctor said no, luckily. But one of the things that made me really against it's linked to cancer. Taking testosterone. I'm not going to fucking give myself cancer so I look a little bit better on the beach.
You also have to commit to it, because doesn't your body just naturally stop producing it? So you have to just basically facilitate it for the rest of your life?
Yeah.
That sucks, dude.
Yeah, not
Go
good.
in cold water. I bet when I cold plunge, I wake up like truly boned up all the time.
Really?
Yeah.
So good bone density.
Good bone density.
Boner density. Well, the coffee that I'm making supports testosterone. It has supplements mixed in. That's
Oh, I love that.
Testosterone. Yes, I'll give you some.
I would love
Maybe
some.
we could talk about a sponsorship.
By the way, only time you hear about Ozempic is from
I have
people
advice
where
for you.
shit went wrong.
Please.
I mean, I need advice. What was your
What?
advice? Ask advice. I would like advice from you.
Yeah.
And then
Then
you'll
I
ask me
see
to
what
buy
you're
in.
doing. Yeah, you're really good looking.
No, but you only hear about Ozempic when shit goes wrong. I never heard a lot of people brag. Like, I wouldn't have known Shannon was on Ozempic.
I disagree.
but
You
she
see
just-
Lizzo? They just carted her out of her hole for the first time
yeah.
in like 6 months. She
I mean,
looks pretty
look,
good.
some people are.
I'm just saying
Some
you
people
only
are
hear
so
the bad
fat that
stories.
Ozempic is better than dying in 5 years.
Yeah.
But she never needed it in the first place.
I don't like that Ozempic starts with a big O. It feels kind of like a
Big O.
you're
This
like,
is who it's for.
yeah.
This shaped
least-
people.
You could have called it like Z-Zempic or something.
Or an eye.
Ozempic would be nice and skinny.
Ozempic, yes, that would have been perfect. Not
Round Zempic for fatties.
Yeah, I mean, that
Tits
girl.
be gone.
Tits be gone.
Yeah, that's the other problem. It does take away the girl's tits.
Shannon,
Get off of that.
Lower breast cancer risk.
My
Shannon-
boobs aren't going to go
Shannon,
away.
where are we at with your tit? Shannon's Cannon's GoFundMe.
Hold on.
We're trying to get Shannon a new set of tits.
Oh, that's cool.
And I said I'll donate $1,000 once we get to $5,000.
Shannon, why don't you just put out a tit jar?
We used to have one here. Do you remember? We used to have one. You can share this. It's 11,065.
No shit.
No,
Oh,
1100. 1100.
Oh,
Sorry.
1100.
Sorry.
Jesus Christ.
1,100.
Shannon, how about this? I'll up mine, guys. I'll up my donation to $1,500 once we get to 5,000.
That's great.
Nice.
$1,500 once we get to 5,000. Mark my words on that, Shannon.
How much
Shannon,
are
Here's the thing. I hope Shannon doesn't double as your comptroller after reading that as 11 grand.
Shannon, have I ever lied to you in the past? Am I a liar, or am I going to donate this money?
Yes, you will eventually donate the money.
Don't be an asshole. We got to get her up. We got
Have you
to.
put any money in it?
Not yet. I said once we get to 5,000, I'll
Now,
donate.
Shannon,
1,500.
if you get new tits, will you get to keep the old ones in glass and we can make
Oh,
them characters
jeez.
on the show?
Oh, put them in the middle like
Oh, God.
I feel like,
fucking two
I feel like if you
fetuses.
put in a request beforehand, they'll probably let me keep
I
them.
feel like we could probably give one to Ryan Broth and have it be a feature at Comics. It's just a fucking bumbling
You
tit.
know what? Tank a tit, you sign the wall. I usually do this, but you sign
Oh, shit. Yeah, guys, so make sure you look. We're going to end here in just a second, but make sure you go donate to Shannon's Cannons, her GoFundMe. Just what do you got to search on GoFundMe, Shannon?
You can just put Shannon's Cannons, and the link will be in the show notes.
You know what? I'm going to have my web guy put it at the top of my website.
And why doesn't she wear that top in Jamaica?
I'm
What's
too
wrong
fat.
with that top?
I was skinny then. I'm not.
You're
I'm
still
not
skinny.
Shannon, you understand, but you have tits, like being skinny is sort of an afterthought.
Yeah,
not
nobody
true.
looks
You
at
have
a
big,
stomach.
fat fucking
Right.
tits.
They're
That's the
they're
best
actually
part.
bigger now than like
See?
in this
Yes.
picture because I'm so fat.
Look at that.
So, yeah,
Boobs are
wear some
bigger.
fun
What do you mean
stuff.
fat? You're not fat.
I've been trying to play with her titties and make out with her on this trip, and I almost got her to say yes.
My self-esteem is at its lowest right now, so this is going to be our best
Oh,
chance.
that would really help.
This is where the love story truly begins.
Yep. Just biting her little bottom lip.
Yeah.
All right, we're wrapping this one up. You guys are the shit. Thank you for watching today's Lewis and Zach show. Great show, fun times, guys. Thank you guys for being subscribed to Gas Digital. If you haven't done that, go do that with the promo code LAZ, and we'll check you on Friday with our exclusive episode just for Gas Digital subscribers. 12 p.m. Eastern. See you then.
Uncasville.
When they making noise.